So Thunderfoot is attacking Lauren Southern for being inaccurate. Misleading, he says. When you look at the examples that Thunderfoot uses in the videos, and when you actually analyze the argument used by Thunderfoot in the videos, it becomes very quickly apparent that the person that is being misleading is not Lauren Southern, but it is actually Thunderfoot. Which I find confusing because I've always kind of liked Thunderfoot. I've always thought that he had a fairly straightforward view on the world. Then recently I got into a bit of an argument with, again, with the mods and men's rights. We basically over the exact same issue that I've been getting in arguments with them for years, which is they are all total leftists. They are all acting in secrecy, and it is doing nothing good for their credibility, especially given the way that the left acts when it has secrecy and power combined, aka Gamergate. And then, when you factor in the way that the left is acting now since Donald Trump has been elected, again, a concern. So, why the focus on this left versus right? I mean, the left, the men's movement, for example, is apolitical, correct? I mean, nobody has there is no official stance. That's bullshit. That's been bullshit since the day it's been said by the very first person that said it. There is no official stance of the men's rights movement, sure, but there is definitely a political wind that blows on websites or with certain people. I listened to a webcast or a podcast or something like that where Roosh and some other guy were talking about the establishment of the manosphere, and I actually think that's a great idea. I'm going to try and get a bunch of stuff together to give you the snapshots of what was going on at certain times too. We'll get into that later maybe. But the point is that he was talking about what the manosphere is and what the manosphere stands for. What the red pill is. And there are so many people that want to just break it up into little pieces and say the red pill is about going your own way. The red pill is understanding that the system is stacked against you. The red pill is being able to manipulate a woman into bed. The red pill, people, as in the movie, the red pill is that which wakes you up to the dream that you were in. The red pill is whatever it takes to wake you up and tell you unequivocally that you have been lied to. You bought the lie, and you have been living a lie. Some people prefer to go back to the blue pill. We all know about this sort of talk, but we never really think about what it really means. The red pill is looking for the truth, regardless of how happy it makes you. The red pill is looking for the truth. So when you see people that are doing things like misleading you with video of protesters from years ago without mentioning, for example, that very little damage was done when protesters were protesting Obama, and massive damage was done when protesters were protesting Trump. Or when you do things like, say, anarcho-communists are not left-wingers. Come on, fuck. That is ridiculous, Sargon. Or not Sargon, Thunderfoot. That's ridiculous. The left has a credibility problem. The left has a credibility problem because you're a fucking bunch of liars. And when you're caught in the lies, you do everything you can to excuse yourself and anybody calling themselves leftist from what happened. You don't own up to shit. You deserve to be treated like the traitorous, lying scum that you're proving yourselves to be. None of you own up to a fucking thing that the left, and it is very obviously the left, that the left is doing. You make excuses, you distance yourself, you say no true leftist, or not all leftists are like that, but you never say, you know what? Sometimes we're fucking wrong. And that, my friends, is how I know you're evil as fuck and should be opposed at every turn.